maybe it won't.
Just like communist propaganda. The nations fall.
We're starting?
Yeah. And welcome. Welcome back to the Sociopals. Let's do it again.
Okay.
And welcome back to the Sociopals
Fuck
podcast,
communism.
the only podcast on the internet, the only right-wing podcast on the internet that supports the gay community and communism.
They're a fun time. How could you not?
The communists or the gays?
Oh, I didn't hear the first one.
They go hand in hand.
They do. I really can't tell. They're all about rules.
Mm-hmm. You look like a gay communist.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I meant that
I
wholeheartedly.
think that's what they do.
I think it's one of these.
I'll
No,
never
no,
know.
it's.
Listen, it could be either one. They're not going to be mad at you for getting the fingers wrong.
They're always mad.
Maybe there's this one.
Communists, not gays.
Maybe it's this one.
Yeah.
And slow because it's more disturbing that way.
That looks right.
It looks really disturbing. Looks right wing. We haven't done this in a while. We haven't done this in a long time.
It's, I think, been, what, 3, 4, 5 weeks?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And you look horribly worse.
Yeah, no. The sun has dried my skin to a crisp.
I noticed.
You
You look like you lost weight and then gained back that plus double what you had originally.
You almost had me there. Thank you. All right, what do you want to talk about?
What do you got from me?
What do you want to talk about first? Okay.
We can talk
I
about
I
how-
got this.
Okay.
So,
That's
everyone
a little
knows.
abrasive.
So we have my birthday. It's going to be about my birthday again. Everything's about my birthday. All these
Another
podcasts.
birthday episode?
Another birthday episode. Obviously, you had the infamous entrance.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't.
Talk about it.
Oh, I wasn't going
me-
to.
take me
Thanks.
through your birthday.
Thanks for telling me to do what I was about to do. Thanks, co-host.
This guy's 1 month older than me. He thinks he can boss me around now.
I'm 30, baby. Fuck. I'm a 30 baby.
That is intimidating.
So a few of my friends were having drinks in the park, and Korica is calling me. He's like, "Hey man, I did 5 grams of shrooms last night. I saw the Matrix. Like, I'm gonna be late." Like, first of all, if you see the Matrix, you're not just gonna be late, you know. But yeah,
I saw the grid.
And part of me was like, that doesn't sound right. But
Can I say something? I've seen The Matrix before.
You've seen
it's a 3-day recovery. Oh my god. He is the one. He is the one.
and the fact that you're trying to cover one day, like, it's not believable. But I'm like,
But it's your birthday.
I'm like, okay, whatever. He's gonna come. And then an hour or so goes by, and it's also a sunny day. We're drinking in the park, and we notice how there's no Asian can collectors around picking up cans because it's too early in the day. They come at nighttime when it's more busy, or evening time, I'll say,
Yeah.
And
Well, they're
then-
also coming from their day jobs.
at the fish market. And maybe 45 minutes goes by, and this can collector comes out of nowhere and starts collecting cans. So we notice him. We're like, oh. So we start picking up cans, helping him out. And then all of a sudden he starts going through my bag. And I'm like, hey, there's no cans in there for you, man. And he starts going through my bag. I'm like, hey, there's no cans for you. And I rush over, and then the guy takes his mask off, and it was Korica making a...
Show the clip, Wong Ping. I don't know that one, boss. Just find it. I don't care. Anyway, the worst part in hindsight was I didn't have to collect as many cans as I did.
You started from like 5 parties down, and you
Quite a
really-
while. I was out there for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
40-degree weather. I showed up as a sweaty mess when I had to take the thing off.
Yeah.
But the worst part is I really got into the character. So I was going up to people, and instead of asking for just cans, I even started saying, change? I had to get home somehow.
You wanted to get everything you could out of this 5 minutes of disguise.
Yeah. But I really took over the character as like a method actor.
And
it was scary how much I liked it.
And it was funny because at the end you had a a bag full of cans, and you're like, I can't wait to give it to the first can person that comes.
It'll make her day.
They're going to be so happy. And then the can lady comes, and Korica's like, this bag's for you. And she's like, inside. So Korica has to like take all the cans out one by one and put them in her bag. And you did a lot of work that day.
Too much.
You did a lot of work that day.
My favorite part was before people knew it was me, our friend Jessica saw me from a distance, and she goes, fuck, that's a tall-ass female can collecting lady. It's a tall woman.
It's so Simpsons. That's not the wallet inspector.
Yeah. It's a tall homeless woman. You don't get a lot of tall homeless women.
This also really goes to show how much we actually look at them when they come and collect cans. You never look them in the face.
Can I say something for real? It was a bit of a human experiment, and I noticed a lot of people wouldn't even look me in the eyes, or if I would ask them for cans that were clearly empty, people wouldn't even respond to me. But with my friends group, with us, the thing I was surprised with was that some of you would spit at me. You guys were just, and you said, remember what Elios did? He took a can, he tossed it, he said, go pick it up over there. He launched it 3, 4, 5 meters.
We're not good people.
No.
We're not good people.
And I picked it up too. I was in the role.
and you were like, I get it. Like if I was there, I'd be doing the same thing. Because you get it.
Buddy.
So.
No one likes abusing the can collectors more than me.
Cans?
Flashback to that time we...
abused the can collector?
I'm sure we can find something.
Do you have that footage of speeding up Theo behind Orchid for one of the comedy shows?
You would have that, I think. Was that for a Rabbit Hole ad?
It was something like that.
I think we just told him we were recording something and we just kicked the shit out of him.
And we just beat him up? That's something we would do. Something we would do.
Sorry, officers, we thought he was a can collector. And the officers
Free
all
of
high-five
charge.
us. And now that's Ford's Canada.
Now, you have 2 jobs now.
3 jobs if you count babysitting you on this podcast. I got 2 jobs. Go on.
The podcast might be happening less, is what I came here to say.
I thought we were doubling down on the podcast.
Are we doubling down?
Yeah, 2 episodes a day, every day, around the clock.
I thought we were doing 2 episodes a month.
Doesn't matter.
We'll see what happens, guys.
Yeah.
No promises.
No one cares.
Okay. So you made the great entrance. Our buddy, I'm not going to say his name, but yeah, that's him.
Knew it right away.
Our buddy.
Or was it Chris Cara? I always mix them up.
Exactly. He made a great exit the other night. Okay? So we're hanging out, me, a couple of our close friends, and then comes, and we're at a bar patio. The bar is fully closed. It's like past 2 a.m., but we're just hanging out on the bar patio, okay? We're having a good time. He gets there. He's shit-faced, and he's cracking jokes, telling stories. And then our friend Sasha, you know Sasha?
Sashka?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was like, oh, yeah, I like your friend. She's funny. And then she said something that was like, that could have been funnier if she expanded. She kind of just said at the beginning, and laughed so much, and he just ran away. He started laughing, and he ran, and he never turned back. And he never came back. And everyone
That's a good
there,
entrance. Exit.
and everyone there was like, he's trying to match Korica with the entrance with this great exit.
Listen, been trying to match me for years.
And I know that's not what happened. You want to know what happened is?
He pissed his pants.
He took the rest of the cocaine and just disappeared.
You guys are doing cocaine?
A little bit.
Wow. You sure you want to put this on the podcast?
I didn't want to say his name in case his girlfriend's watching.
I don't care about your family. Your parents don't even know what the internet is.
Yeah, I'm safe for another 50 years.
My mom's gonna see this though. And she already doesn't like you.
She already thinks I'm like a crackhead. So
Yeah.
he just took the rest of the drugs and disappeared. Everyone's like trying to praise him for the good exit.
And when did you figure it out?
Right away. Well, first of all,
you figured it out too. You're the best detective.
as soon as he like went around the building, we're like, okay, is he gonna come around the block? What's he gonna? And after like a minute, he's like, oh, this guy's not coming back.
And his girlfriend wasn't with him?
No, they don't go out together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you contact him or the police?
Tried calling him. It didn't.
By the way, if anyone ever tries to steal your cocaine, you can call the police apparently.
Now it was his, but also when he came at the beginning of the night, he goes, Raph, I got you a birthday present, and then he gives me the bag.
Oh, he bought you the coke.
And then I was like, okay, cool. And then like I did a bump, and then an hour goes by, and he goes, all right, Raph, where's my fucking bag? I go, what? And he goes,
You thought it was a birthday present.
and I'm like, you said it was a birthday present. He goes, yeah, not all of it. And then I have to give him the bag back.
You know what this is? When you buy someone a nice bottle or something like that as a gift or a gift card to a restaurant, you kind of expect to be the person that
They share with you.
You experience it together. I don't abide by that, but I can see why some people do that. But for him to expect it, that's unjust.
At this point, don't even say it's a birthday present. Just say, hey, I got a bump for you.
Yeah. By the way, I got a bone to pick with you. I got you the fanciest bottle of cognac. You don't even have it. You haven't seen it in weeks. I left it at the park.
Okay, so
where is it?
My birthday in 2020, I left everything at the park. I lost so much booze. I lost
20 bottles.
My cooler bag. I lost my respect, everything. 2021, I have everything, but I forgot his bottle out at my friend's house, and he's mad.
Are you sure it's there?
Yep.
And those cookies aren't good anymore that Amanda made.
But Dave and Nat had them.
It doesn't matter. Oh, they ate them?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I asked them, and I said, were they good? And they said, yep, they were delicious.
It doesn't sound like something they would say. They hate cookies.
Hey,
call them up right now.
Prove it.
I'll call them right after this is done.
Okay. I'll record you.
Okay. I better get some of that cognac.
Yeah.
Because I said that was a gift, but really
You want... It's for you.
Yeah. And the second you say something funny while we're drinking it, I'm walking out with it.
I hate Courvoisier, so thanks.
You hate nice things? Quality?
Courvoisier?
It's VSOP.
It's the bottom of the barrel.
No, it's not.
It's the bottom of the barrel.
It's not the bottom of the barrel.
Orchid used to sell Courvoisier, and even the people there
more expensive than Hennessy.
They were scoff at it.
It's more expensive than Hennessy.
They will scoff at
better
it.
than St. Remy.
It tastes like paint thinner.
No, it doesn't.
Listen, I'm gonna drink
You
it.
don't know cognac.
I love it.
You don't know cognac.
I love it.
And it's not only it's VSOP. You know what that even stands for?
Very special. Important.
Unportant?
Important.
Do you think important is spelled starting with a P? Portant?
Important.
So,
Like, are you going to keep saying what you said?
Okay.
Yes.
I got a question for you.
What you
got? How do you feel like you have sexualized podcasts? And have you done enough?
You mean our podcast or when I'm masturbating to other people's podcasts?
Either or, you answer. Both.
That's my answer for both. Yeah.
Have you done enough?
I think so. I almost started the podcast without my shirt today, but I was like, if I'm going to do the no shirt thing, I'll do it midway through the podcast. Is that what you want from me?
A lot of people didn't even realize you masturbated once per every episode until No Masturbation Month, the last episode. Show the clip, Wong Ping. So in honor of May, which of course is No Masturbation May, Raphy has agreed to go the entire episode without masturbating. And you barely got it through that episode. So
I was
just
shaking.
Curious if you're going to go back.
I was sweating
to
a lot that
ways.
episode.
Okay. I do have a game that I set up for you today. It's a little bit of a I don't know. I never made up a name for it, but basically, I'm gonna hook you up to a lie detector test.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put this on your. I'm gonna listen in. I'm gonna listen to your heart, and when it races, I'm gonna.
Now, I think
an alarm.
you're going to be surprised at how rapid my heart beats just on its
Regardless.
own.
Oh, I'm aware.
On its own.
You got a.
I'm barely staying alive every minute of the
Coke
day.
Ever since last weekend.
So, can't do it.
So I'm gonna hook it up and I'm gonna ask you, would you prefer this or this? Like, would you rather this or this? And then you have to pick, and then we'll gauge what the answer is. Need a commercial? Come to Carly's Commercials. I'll make a commercial for you.
Is that? So I said we did a commercial for Wednesday. You just did that?
Yeah, that's gonna be the commercial. Can you hold this to your chest? But be very gentle. Everything is so loud. My eardrums will burst. Okay. Don't even talk near that. Just keep it at your chest. All right. Welcome back to another round of Would You Rather. All right, Raphy. Don't look at the notes. Would you rather, drum roll, $1 million or never have to work again in your life?
Do I have money if I'm not working? Do I have money if I'm not working?
You just never have to work again. You're set up, I guess.
I think I'd just rather never work again.
Okay. And let me hear that just to make sure that. Yeah, that's working. Listen, the device works.
It's foolproof.
Mm-hmm. It's Windows 95 proof. All right, second question. And again, you're going to hear this if he's lying.
If I score a goal.
Mm-hmm. All right. Would you rather only eat world-class food forever or be able to befriend any 5-year-old kid you want whenever you want?
Well, you know me and how much I love food. Mm-hmm. And you know how much...
Mm-hmm. You don't have to say it. I don't know.
I'm going to go with food truck.
Food truck, eh?
I don't know why I called you Chuck.
Wow. That is... Your heart is... Boom, boom, boop, bop, bop, boop, beep, beep. Wow. Okay, well, that's 1 out of 2, I guess.
You know that's not true.
I just full disclosure.
I don't even like kids.
Yeah, you love them. Full disclosure, I advise you to tell the truth because it's gonna come out anyway. So you better not look like a liar too. All right, next question.
See, you started off with an easy one.
3 out of 4. Would you rather get a free mansion or you finally get to kill yourself?
Free mansion, Chuck.
Free mansion. You sure about that?
Are you sure about that? It's not even.
Yeah, 'cause I saw that.
It's not even hooked up to my heart.
It's so loud.
Still
I
working?
can hear it transcending. Also, your heart. People don't know this. Your heart's in here.
I'm the opposite. I'm the opposite. All right,
All right. Well, last one. So I highly advise you that you at least tie it up. At least it's if you can get it to 2-2. All right. Would you rather find true love or a free entire year subscription to bigblackbooties.com?
Big black booties, Chuck.
Huh. All right. Telling the truth. 2-2. So we have to do a tiebreaker then.
I can't tell the difference. True love, big black booties.
What's the difference?
It's the same thing.
All right. Tiebreaker because we got to see if you're going to tell the truth or a lie. Here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Well, I advise you to tell the truth.
That was a tiebreaker?
No, but we don't want, take a second if you need. All right. Would you rather world peace or another 4 years of Trump in office?
What's the difference once again?
And that's the Sociopals podcast, folks.
Now, I do have an irregular heartbeat. Can you just...
By the way, yeah. I love you, man. Promise me this. You're going to see a doctor soon because
I told
I'm
you,
concerned for it.
I told you I had a doctor appointment today, and you're like, hey, I got it covered. And I didn't know this is what you...
Yeah, this is what I meant. But you really should check out see a doctor because I'm worried about you. And I don't want to see you sick again.
It might be the drugs?
It's definitely the drugs. It's a mix of everything.
All right, Doc. I'm not here to let you barrage me with insults.
Listen, I'm not the doc. I'm not the detective. I'm just the guy who cares about his buddy. But, yeah, I have a medical degree or two.
That was tiring.
Yeah. I've never heard your heart race that much since that time you saw a quarter on the street corner.
Every cheap joke in the book.
So,
He has 101 cheap jokes, and they all got my name on it.
Speaking of cheap, we were at the beach last week, and then we were on the way to meet up with our friend Yassi on his boat, and we're like, okay, we have to stop at the LCBO to pick up booze. So Raphy's like, I'm not going to call 2 Ubers. I'm going to just bribe our Uber driver. And I was like, all right, you don't have to do the sound effect. That makes sense. And we get into the Uber, and then we go, okay, hey, we're going to be nice to the Uber driver. He's going to wait for us. Can we at least get you a beer? What kind of beer do you... I remember you're like, what kind of beer do you like? Like Labatt? You like Grolsch? And this guy looks at us, he goes, 10%. And we're like, what?
That's not a beer. First of all,
it's not a brand.
That's a liquor. 10%, it must be reaching liquor levels.
I've never heard of a 10% beer in my life.
Yeah.
And I work in bars.
Do you have like Labatt Blue? 10%.
And he looks at us and he goes, 10%. So we're like, all right, man, we'll go find your mythical beer. And we march into LCBO like a couple of old Spaniards hunting for the fountain of youth. Like, we don't think it exists. I go up to the cashier or one of the guys in the aisles, and I'm like, hey, man, do you have a 10% beer? A little bet with my Uber driver. It already sounds weird because why is there a driver, trying to find booze? But anyways, he goes, yeah, we got one. He takes me to the back, and then he pulls one out. Apparently there is one.
Oh, you got a second one.
I bought it for this.
One for yourself.
10.2% flying monkeys.
That's nuts.
And so I was in Niagara Falls this Saturday, and we're talking about Barrie for some reason. And they're like, yeah, the only good thing in Barrie is the Flying Monkeys Brewery. And I'm like, oh, it's from Barrie. That makes a lot of sense.
They're all shit-faced there.
Every beer there is 10%. It's a minimum.
This isn't even legal.
No, but it is in Barrie. You know
How cool is the can?
You know what's illegal in Barrie? Under 10%.
They need it.
Yeah.
They need it.
Yeah, exactly. And I said under 10%, not under 10. Under 10 isn't legal, so don't get excited.
That was a good one. And it turned out that very Uber driver, because you gave him that can, he actually ran over those people in London. So I hope you feel good about that, Korica.
Actually, this actually connects to another story.
Mm-hmm.
This is really beautiful. I started off at Stacked Market. That was dark, by the way, but it connects to something.
Okay.
I started at Stacked Market. Come see me a couple days a week. I work there, and it was really fun. But then this lady came in at the very end. She was a little drunky. She was sipping on some Joses. Nothing wrong with that. So as she's leaving, she's kind of got serious with me. She was like one of the fun table people. She's a little older. She's like in her late 40s. At the end, she goes, "I got to tell you something. You've been so great. Last year, I moved here from Halifax, and I was heartbroken. Like, the love of my life had left, and I was just a shell of myself. I was in such a dark place. And then the first thing she did the first day in Toronto, she walked into Stacked Market, and it's a big shipping container market, and there was a mural right away, right in the entrance, and it said, 'Keep going.' And she looked at that, and she took a picture of it, and she was like, you know what? I needed that. And then this past year has been the best year of her life. She's gotten everything together, and she forgot about the guy and everything, and she told me all this, and she's like, this is the first time I've been back since then. And it's like a big moment for me. And I was like, you know what? That's so incredible, but let's see how he's been doing too. We looked up his Instagram to see. It turns out he struck it big with cryptocurrency, and he's got a new, young, gorgeous wife. But anyways, that didn't derail her too much. She was a little sad, had a drink. She ended up, I saw her, I said, goodbye. I hope our paths cross again. And she said, of course, surely they will.
And then shortly after,
I saw her cross the street, and I'm just scared I'm never going to see her again, because that was just such a great moment.
I'm going to be honest with you. That's one of the top 3 worst moments of this podcast.
Huh.
That was one of the worst stories I've ever heard in my goddamn entire life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was so bad about it? It had a beginning, a middle, an end, a conclusion, a cliffhanger, a twist.
It had the semblance of a story.
What was wrong with it? Did you want this poor woman to get hit by a car or something?
Did.
Wow.
I did.
You love seeing women in pain.
I need a good ending. Okay? Not a happy ending. I need a good ending. Okay? And those are rarely...
Give me an example of a good ending to you.
From the same story.
So tell the same story and how a good ending to you. So it ended off with...
She's paying your bill.
She tells me the bullshit story.
And she shows you exactly where the sign was where it says, hey, keep going. And then you go, hey, I hope I see you again. And she goes, I'm sure you will. And you turn your back and you're cleaning up the table. And then she's behind you this whole time. She throws the rope over the thing where the very sign was hanging. And she tied up a noose. And by the time you're like, oh, you forgot your credit card, miss. And then you see her tying the sign up back on the noose because it fell off. And she knows she used to be in the Boy Scout. Okay.
She did mention that before.
I know.
Can I tell you what I would do if that sad, tragic thing happened? You know what I would say? I'd call you up and I'd say, Raph, I just got a free credit card. Drinks on me, boys.
And then, just like that nurse in the UK, you'd spend it on a vending machine. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I'm just, honestly, I don't think that even matters, but like, she got caught. It looks bad. Don't get caught.
Got caught trying to...
You don't want to get caught robbing the dead. I understand it. If I'm dead,
you don't
rob
want to get caught.
Me dry.
You don't want to get caught.
Throw my body in the trash, take my money. I don't give... I'm gone.
Also, you have to be like, I don't know, she was dead. She's just fucking...
Oh my God. That's so funny. It's like, it's one thing to rob an alive person. Who cares?
Yeah,
To rob
they
a dead
can get
person,
it back.
It sounds so... You know what's funny? It's worse to rob an alive person than it is to rob a dead person. But it looks worse to rob a dead person.
I think it looks worse, and it is worse.
How's it
because
worse?
In Greek mythology, you need to have 2 pennies to cross the river Styx to go to the afterlife. If you just rob them of their last 2 pennies, their afterlife is discontinued.
Raphy's so cheap, he wouldn't even do the 2 pennies to cross the river Styx.
Are we drinking this or what?
I'm gonna drink it.
Okay.
You hear what I said? No, I'm gonna put that in a glass. Don't waste it.
I was gonna put it in a glass.
Okay.
And I realized I don't have any.
Yeah. Well, we gotta let it breathe.
What are these shot glasses for?
No, hold on. Okay.
Jumping ahead.
What's the most amount you'd pay to cross the river Styx? I mean, like, this is the end, like, afterlife.
Well, it costs 2 pennies.
Would you go take it that far?
That far? That's the troll toll.
Would you pay it though?
I'd pay it.
I've seen you pinch a couple pennies. I don't think you would pay 2 pennies to save my life.
How much danger are you in? Because you're a strong man. You can get out of things. Hey,
Who's stronger than me?
Atlas himself couldn't do it.
Nope. I don't think you would. I think you would say, after I'm dead, you'd go up to my family like, they had a gun to my head. I had no choice.
I would lie?
A metaphorical gun. The 2 penny cost. The 2 pennies that it would have cost
To me, and they check me and they're like, he's telling the truth.
Yeah, they did the heart thing.
Because I believe what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's no alarm there.
Yeah.
But anyway, speaking of strongmen, we're going to try to set up a boxing event soon.
I would love that.
Yeah, I think our next episode should be Mike Ilios versus... There's a few people who want to fight.
We're going to see what happens in the arena.
Yeah. But I think Mike Ilios will be the contender.
Listen, a lot of people want to take him down. So
He's got a lot of enemies.
We're going to find somebody.
Yeah, like that Drake song. Got a lot of enemies.
It was actually funny because
a lot of frenemies.
It was a few weeks ago. I went to the park and a few people who were acquaintances, haven't seen them in years. They're like, Raph, love the podcast. You got to have someone fight Mike Ilios in a boxing match. And I was like...
So many people came up to us and said that.
I don't even know why you guys think that's a thing, but we'll do it.
He's not even part of the podcast.
Exactly. But we'll do it.
Yeah. We'll do it.
They want to take him down, and I get it.
A lot of people think Mike Ilios is the voice of Wong Ping, but Wong Ping is a real person.
Wong Ping is the voice of Wong Ping.
Yeah. Isn't that right, Wong Ping?
My grandma got struck by lightning last night, boss.
And if you don't believe that, this is a picture of Wong Ping. Like a good Wong Ping. Can't believe he's 68.
Very old. Very old.
Yeah.
He sings like an angel.
Yeah. Anyway, I had about 10 more stories to tell, but I guess we'll have to save that for we'll pepper it through the next
I had a
10
whole
episodes.
thing to do, but enough's enough.
You want to fuck?
Enough's enough. I just want to drink that cracked open beer.
And then you want to fuck? Comment if you want to see me and Raphy fuck.
Okay, listen, we'll talk about fucking not on camera. How many times have I talked to you?
There's a difference between fucking and fucking. Like, for example, you've never fucked a woman. You fucked her. You never looked her in the eye and fucked.
I've never made love to a woman.
Never made love to a woman.
I'm 42 years old, and I ain't never ever made love to a woman.
You're a virgin?
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
No, I've been with hundreds of women, maybe thousands. I just ain't never really ever made love to a woman.
But you done banged a lot of
I
chicks.
done banged a lot of whores, but I ain't never made no love to no woman.
Show the clip, Wong Ping. It's just a clip of you banging some whore.
It's grimy too.
Yeah. Show the clip of Frank Reynolds as the Native American.
Yeah, that's good.
We're gonna side by side of you doing that scene.
Oh, she's loving.
Just finish already.
All right. Okay, just a second.